What's going on, guys? TayJay Productions here, and today I am at the Looky Looky Vendor Mall in Evansville, Indiana. Was formerly a Toys R Us.
Whoa. Hold up, guys. You are in for a treat today. Listen, I could have edited the video and made this all make sense, but today we are just gonna watch my confusion unfold right before our very eyes. So what happened was basically I looked up on this website, list of former Toys R Us's, and I saw in Indiana, Evansville had a former Toys R Us that is now the Looky Looky Vendor Mall. Well, at least it used to be, and that's where the confusion started. You see, instead of looking at the address that it provided, I just looked up the Looky Looky Vendor Mall and then went to it. And I drove a very long way to get there.
It's very interesting, actually, because from the information that I can gather, this was a Toys R Us pre-2007, and then they switched locations. So we're going to be visiting both locations today, but this one first. This was the original Toys R Us location. So let's go take a look. Okay, so the information I gathered on this location is kind of not plentiful, but this is an implication right here that this did used to be a Toys R Us. The old shopping cart return here with the blue little guards on it, and then there's another one over here, same thing over here. So cool. You love to see it. I gotta touch stuff. I have to touch it. So now we're gonna walk around the building and see what it looks like. When I got there, I was kind of confused. I was like, okay, I guess I can see how this was a Toys R Us at one point. Anyway, I walked around this entire store oblivious and not knowing that it totally wasn't a Toys R Us at any time. Matter of fact, it was a grocery store. So when I looked up old pictures, I couldn't find anything on this location. But yeah, I'm in the building itself, and I'm just kind of looking around for any indications that it used to be a Toys R Us, and everything's stripped. There's really not much in here. Looking for a little sign of Jeffrey the Giraffe. Gonna move over here to the toy section in the old Toys R Us. How ironic is that? They still sell toys where they used to sell toys. But this is nothing like it used to be. Not that it's trying to be a Toys R Us, but what it used to be in comparison to what it is today, just not the same. Some old Pokemon cards. Here's the employees only section. I'm not gonna walk in there, but you can take a peek. I don't notice anything. Well, guys, that's about it for this one. I don't know, this doesn't look like what I thought it was. I thought this was gonna be like a flea market. Okay, 1 second. I'm very confused about this location. There is another entrance over here, which might have been the Toys R Us. I'm gonna look in there real quick, see if I can't find anything, because so far I'm like really underwhelmed with what I've found. So maybe there might be something cool in here.
At one point, I was even told that this was not a Toys R Us.
Did not used to be a Toys R Us. This location
was a Wesselman's grocery store.
Wesselman's grocery store. Okay.
And that's the same
And then Franklin's used to be next door.
Okay, so that's what I was walking around, and I was like, this doesn't look like a Toys R Us.
No.
I feel so stupid now. However, look at this. So this guy here has got you said this was the very last Toys R Us bag that they made before they closed. Bam, look at that. To go with my lanyard. So I appreciate you for that. I will take one if you don't mind. How much is it? Free 99. All right, I will take it. Thank you, guys. This is really cool. So the old theme decks over here, just the packaging, and then up here the card packs packaging. Still really cool to see. No freaking way.
Oh my goodness.
What year is this from? I have one hand.
2009.
2009, let's go. Toys R Us, was that you?
Nope.
Guys, I found him. The talking Mickey Mouse. Oh my God. And he's $10. It says he doesn't work. But he worked at one time. I'm sure he could work again. I gotta snatch this for $10. Why wouldn't I do that? God, Mickey, put your pants up. You're coming with me. Look decent. I'm honestly torn because like this is an animatronic, like a vintage animatronic. Came with a cassette and a book. and it would read you a story. But it doesn't have the cassette in it, and the tag says it doesn't work. I might have to walk away from this, unfortunately. I don't want to, but... You guys remember the old Tommy toys, Pokemon figures? Well, they've got some of them in here. I had that seal. No freaking way, that is so cool. Are you getting this? Because that is adorable. How much is it?
15.
15 bucks.
Yeah. A little dirty. Could clean it.
Clean it and it's good as new. I've never seen that before. Is that authentic or did somebody make that?
I don't know.
I think somebody probably made it.
It has a tag, so I'm guessing if not. I don't know.
Okay, so now that I wasted my time. No, hold on.
I didn't believe them. I was
This was
so
okay,
confused.
Excuse my French. This was a Chuck E. Cheese. We saw the cart returns. What's going on here? Avery, help me. I didn't think about that. The cart returns. This was a... I said Chuck E. Cheese. I'm so damn confused right now. This was a Toys R Us. We saw the cart returns.
Yeah.
This was a Toys R Us. Huh? Friends, I am bamboozled. I am perplexed. I am flabbergasted. You're not gonna gaslight me and tell me that this wasn't a Toys R Us? There's Toys R Us cart returns right there. Okay, so I think that looky right there was the Toys R Us. The problem is, this stuff isn't documented correctly. I'm so zoomed. This stuff isn't documented accurately, so it's really hard to find this kind of thing out. I looked all the way back to 2007 and it didn't show a Toys R Us, but I was told it was a Toys R Us, but they switched location.
Eventually, I went to the Toys R Us, and when I got there, it all made sense. I had this moment where I looked at it. I had a whole Jurassic Park moment, and yeah, it was Toys R Us.
Here it is. I found it. This is now Caliber Collision. God, guys, that was honestly really confusing. So basically, the Toys R Us started at the location that I was at. It is, before I leave and finish this very confusing video, I'm gonna look for any signs of this ever being Toys R Us. Here you go. Here's what it used to look like. Here's what it looks like now. But it looks like in this picture, the entrance, it says, was right around the corner. So we're gonna go that way and see what we can find. Aha! Now that makes more sense. Now this is what Toys R Us used to look like. Other than the obvious repainting, that was a blue and white exterior. This is where it used to say entrance with the backwards R, all repainted and repurposed now. And how interesting is it that it's a Caliber Collision of all things? Back over here, I imagine, is where the toy pickup sign used to be, but they really did make sure no remnants of Toys R Us remained at this location. I gotta show you guys. I'll make a video. Back home in Indianapolis, there is a old Toys R Us location that still has the Toys R Us pickup sign, so I will definitely have to check that out. But as of right now, this is what remains. Coming around the side here, and still nothing interesting, just your regular old building. So any remnants of Toys R Us really is gone, unfortunately. There's one of the little side entrances that the carts would go in. Memories gone by and now repurposed as a collision center. Well guys, this was a very interesting video. Yeah, like that was so confusing. Anyways guys, thanks for going on that crazy ride with me. And I'm out.
I was so confused because the Toys R Us cart returns were in the parking lot at the last location I was at. Well, I finally pieced it together on my way home that the Looky Vendor Mall owned what the Toys R Us left behind, including the cart returns. and they took those cart returns when they left the Toys R Us building and brought them to their new location. Now, because those cart returns were in that parking lot where they moved to, I thought that those cart returns were originally at that location. No, they moved them, and really threw me for a loop. But I finally pieced this all together on my way home, and I was so confused. My brain literally hurt. But yeah, that's the video, and thanks for watching. Obviously, I was so confused the entire time, and I tried to figure it out, and yeah, it was a very confusing time. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me on this confusing journey, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
From the Toys R Us and moved it to the location that was never the Toys R Us. God! How can I be so stupid?